Hi, this is Kim from Reality Travel, Suitcase Traveler on YouTube. I'm coming to you from Helsinki, Finland. Oh, oops, kind of funny. Finland. And I'm out today. It's dusk now. I didn't wake up until 1 o'clock today, and let me tell you why. I have not been able to catch up with the time. I'm 8 hours ahead of my regular time. So that means that I fall asleep at a different time and I wake up at a different time. So I kind of lose out on a lot because, as you see, it's now here. It's about 2:30 and it's already getting, by 3 o'clock it'll be really dark. So I don't always get the opportunity to while I'm here thus far, to get out, get on the bus, get bus tickets to to places where I want to go, actually. So I lose out on time, and no matter what, I'm oversleeping, because normally when I go to a different country and I get ahead of my hours, I try to sleep for a couple of days to play catch up. But in these countries thus far, I'm only here for 4 or 5 days. So if I sleep all that time, sleep even 2 days, 3 days, I'm kind of losing out. So I'm always sleepy, and I can tell by my eyes that I haven't gotten enough sleep yet, but that's okay, because I'm going to save my other 3 trips that I plan on doing 6 countries in the month of December 2018, but I'm going to save the other 3. Like save the other 3, right? So I have to get out no matter what. The only problem is I won't get out too much when it's dark. Although it's safe, I'm just like that. Let's see, I want to go, I think I have to, I don't want to walk in the mud. Again, this is Kim from Reality Travel, coming to you from Finland. Okay, here we can cut through here. It's kind of nice. I think it's about 40, maybe 38 degrees Fahrenheit here, and I don't have my boots on today. I have my gym shoes, so I want to be very careful with stepping in the mud. So, I want to show you some of the places here in Finland area. Get out of the way, and then I'll go over there. There's a coffee house. I think I want to. So this is Kim from Reality Travel, and just coming to you from Finland, just showing you a bit of Finland. I just like sharing, actually. Okay, all right. I like sharing, and what I like to do is try to find the similarities in the countries, and every country, as I stated before, is unique. Every country has its own, I should say. You name it, it has its own. It's unique. And then there are some similarities in a lot of the countries. Like, maybe the tall buildings, the forests, here I passed by forest area, actually has a trail there, and we'll go back and we'll look at that. I actually want to go in this particular store. I'm not sure which one it is. There's so many names up there, but first let's continue to walk around here. And I'm not sure of the area that I'm in right now. Me, I just walk. That's what I do. I just walk, and it's funny how they got that tree decorated only on one side. That's funny. I like how they put out rocks, pebbles, instead of ice. It's raining. Oh, let's go in here. Oh, these are trees for sale for the holiday. Let's see. I can't read the writing, but I will go in and see what they have inside. It's another place called Kioski. They have those places in the airport. Espresso house. Oh, it looks like some nice candy. Arnold's. Well, this is a mall area. I'm actually not interested in being in a mall, but it's different, and I figure I can just... Oh, here's an interesting place. I love sushi. I like signs that say 50% off, but oh, grocery store. Okay, well, I don't need any groceries. So anyway, in regards to Europe, with the exception of Sweden, when I was in Sweden, the dollar was Sweden has their own currency. They don't have the euros like most of Europe. And so for every $1,000, if I spent $1,000, big if, which I won't, of their money, that's only 100 and I think 26 or 27 US dollars, so that's pretty good. But now that I'm in Finland, of course now this is Europe, it's all Europe, but Finland doesn't have its own currency, so I lose the US dollar is only worth 88 cents. So in doing my second round in Europe, I'm not going to do too many Europes because I lose money and I have to go to other countries to make up for that and to get my money back. And that's pretty much what I do. I make it back in Asia. Well, I make it back pretty much in any other country that's not in Europe. So, not so bad. So I figure instead of doing 6 countries at a time, well, the first time around, I spent, 9 to 10 months touring a lot of countries in Europe. I'm not going to do that again, especially now since I have my condo. So I'm not going to be spending a lot of money on that. So we're going to turn around and go back and walk on the other side through here, just to give you a little history. I think I talked about people in Finland in another video, but I kind of want to make it clear that People in Finland may not appear nice. They may more or less appear rude. And let me tell you why. You make eye contact, and if you speak, some will speak and some won't. And the air, there's like an air about them. They don't want to even be close to you. It's like they want their own space. This is my space. I want my space, and I want to make sure that I'm not around you too much. However, if I ask a question to someone that's a native of Finland, like this guy I met yesterday, I just asked a question, and prior to that, he wouldn't acknowledge me any kind of way, or he wouldn't. So once I asked the question, he was very nice and answered my question, and that was nice. So to outright say that they are rude, it just appears that way initially, but if we make eye contact and I smile, because I'm always smiling, they just look at you like, what the hell you smiling at me for? So I can say that just they don't appear as friendly, and for that reason I probably will avoid Finland. I like places that are where people are just outright nice. But like I said, just because they don't, and you ask them questions, but they do respond kindly. They really do. So, but all in all, I won't be coming back to Finland. Nah. There's some countries I'll be coming back to, but Finland is definitely not one of them. So, they don't say excuse me either. I noticed that. So, what I started doing, and I watch the people, I watch everything they do. I was in a store. I was in that in another video I talked about the secondhand store that I ran into. I watch the people. I watch people everywhere I go because I want to watch their actions, their interactions. So I just thought that they were just being rude and not saying excuse me, but they don't say excuse me to each other. So when they needed to come past me, normally I would move, but I stopped moving. And just to see if they would say excuse me to pass by, but they wouldn't, and so they had to go around because and then I got to the point where when I needed to pass by them, I didn't say excuse me either. I don't know, I try not to do evil for evil, but maybe that's just not their culture, and I have to realize that people aren't going to be as nice and kind as I am. They're just not in all these countries, and I shouldn't change because of their appearance of rudeness. So when I needed to pass by, I just passed them by. I didn't say anything, and they just moved. I don't know, that's not the right thing to do, but I don't know if they understand excuse me, but they do, because the majority of them speak English. So it's not that they don't understand. They speak English as well. You may not hear them speaking English, but they actually do. So so it's kind of different Trying to see the route I took here. I think I came this way, yeah. So Finland is just that kind of country. Like I said, I don't want to outright say that any group of people is rude, and because every culture is different, and it could be their culture. Not to say, excuse me, and their culture is like they want their space, don't invade their space, even as standing at a bus stop. You know, they don't want to stand next to you or anybody. Just give me my space. So because I'm not used to that, I don't have to understand it. I just have to respect it. You know, respect every culture's way. And but you know, I become that child and become antsy and like, I'm not gonna move either. So, and that's not the right thing to do, I know. So anyway, that's Finland for you. So we got another good look at, actually want to kind of walk up here to this forest type area and walk through. There's paths through there. And, you know, I really enjoy paths. Got to put my glove on. I can't put the phone down, so let's see if I can do it with my teeth. Okay, got it. So I do like all the transportation. I won't, once I get a bus or tram ticket, I notice all the numbers on the buses that ride right past my condo. So I'm hoping tomorrow I can wake up and wake up earlier than 1 o'clock, because believe me, when I finally get to sleep at 2 o'clock, that's why I wake up at 1. Because sometimes even going to sleep at 2, I wake up again and not real sure what time I get back to sleep. And when I was in Iceland, I was 6 hours, there was 6 hour time difference. Then when I went to Sweden, that was a 7 hour time difference. Now I am in Finland, 8 hour time distance. So I have not had the opportunity to really sleep a whole day, because I will not stay in. I have to go out at least 6 days a week before I stay in one day. Yeah, that's just how I am. 6 days a week straight, and I'll stay in that 7th day and then get started, because I'm not gonna lay in the bed or, you know, stay in one place. So I don't think I got this part, but show you this trail here amongst these beautiful trees, and all these trees can actually be decorated, but it's the trail and the forest, and we're gonna walk through there and come out on the other side. Not all the way through, I just want to show you here. Let me just give you a look of things there. I'm gonna watch these cars and not these trees. So here, Here you can see the forest here, and here you can see the trail. It's really a short trail coming instead of going this way. I'm going to go this way, but I'm going to show you. This is what I liked about Sweden, but it was more countryside in Sweden. If it was a little lighter out, I would take this trail here, show you all the way around, but I need to see the trail. Here, so you see, but it's so beautiful. Wow, it's absolutely beautiful. And the reason I won't walk all the way through this trail here is because I've been watching too many scary movies throughout my life, and I don't care what anybody says. They'll say, oh, scary movies don't affect me. Well, today, as an adult, they don't affect me from what I see, but because I've watched all kinds of scary movies, no movies scare me today. I won't walk through here in the evening. During the day I will, because I need to see. But yeah, those movies yeah, those movies definitely had an effect on me, I tell you. And I normally tell people, oh, I have no fear. My worst fear is my lack of. But when it comes to certain areas, no, I'm not going. I'm like, I did a video. It's on Instagram, actually. I was walking, and there was an infinite road, actually. You couldn't see ahead, and then once you... Oh, this is beautiful. These trees actually... These really tall trees actually reminds me of the rainforest. So anyway, I was walking on that trail and I made this video, and you heard this loud sound like a monster. Of course, you know, make those kind of movies, and I started running. And I was running fast, and then I was like, oh, I gotta pick up my speed. And so I started running faster, and oh my gosh, and then I didn't say anything after that. I just turned the video off. That was so funny. Okay, so here what I like is that they have a bike trail and a walk trail. Here you see this is a side for people to walk on, which is nice, and then this is the side for your bikes. That is so cool. I like that. So right now I'm not too far from my condo. Maybe we'll walk past, but I need to learn these streets. Plus, by me being senile like this guy, okay, now he's moving over. First he was on the walk side, but I need to go on the train station and get like a 2-day bus pass, or you know, a day, 2 days, however many days that I want, bus pass, so I could travel. And one thing about the public transportation system here, you can pretty much get to everywhere in Helsinki. Yeah, like this bus number 40 that's turning here, it comes past where I live. Right now I'm just showing you. And so when you are in these countries, like all of these buildings are similar to buildings in other countries. You know, a building, to me, a simple building like that, to me, is a simple building. Whether it's business or residential. But a lot of times those buildings can be both. So like from afar you can see sometimes there's uniqueness in some tall buildings. Why is it turning blue? I don't like that. Maybe it's because it's getting darker. I don't know. I hope it comes out right. And then it clears up again. Eventually I'm going to have to spend the best money for a camera. This is my second cheap camera. This is the library there. And right now I just cannot afford a better camera, but I'm going to have to save, like I say for the trips, I'm going to have to save for a better camera, because the cheap cameras if I keep buying these cheap cameras, I'm going to spend the amount of money that it would take to eventually purchase a more expensive. I did look at some though. You know, the problem is that I need a camera that I can pause. I looked at a bit more expensive cameras, and like Samsung, some of the other brand names, and the problem is that the cameras don't allow you to pause. I'm like, wait a minute, really? I do videos. I want to be able, I'm writing a play. I'm still writing my play. I've been writing my play now for about 3 months. But once I'm done, I got to send it in for copyright, because I don't want anybody taking my stuff. But so I was like, no, I need to be able to pause. So this camera, I learned, it doesn't pause from the remote, but it pauses when you press the mode button on top. And that's not one of the ways that it was written, so that's pretty good. And so once I'm done writing my play, I'll start filming it and making sure that I can pause it from the remote. Okay, so we're almost back to my condo building. I do tend to like buildings with round angles, like this building. Don't really see, let's see if I can back that up, camera, let's bring it. You don't really see many buildings, well, I don't anyway, with round angles. So that building truly curves around the corner. That I like. I do like unique skyscrapers. They have to be unique, not just a simple skyscraper that I've seen in a gazillion different countries. When I was in Dubai, those buildings, it doesn't take much for me to be excited, and those buildings really cause a high level of excitement, you know, because I am truly a kid at heart, and I'll be that kid no matter what my number age is. But yeah, it's nice. So I just like to share, give you, in case you ever want to come to Finland, I kind of like to give you the 5-0 on my experience. I do have a friend here, his name is June. He's from China, and he's very nice, and to be honest with you, most of the countries I go to, okay, so just to stop for a moment, here's my building. I'm not going to go in right now, Okay, have to put in the code to go in. So anyway, June is from China. He's been living here for 10 years and very nice. In most of the countries that I go to, believe it or not, the friends that I make are from other countries. Take Malta for instance. I met 45 or more friends in Malta, and they were all from different countries, and that's sad. I met some Maltesians, and I do like in Rome. The majority of my friends were natives, but I'm not going to say the majority of them because I had friends from Budapest and all other countries. Yeah. So this is Kim from Reality Travel. I'm not going to repeat this area because this area is in another video. So thank you for watching my videos. Thumbs up, comments, any comments, love it or like it, but no profanity, because then I would just have to delete the comment. Okay, bye.